Hey everyone, this is some nerdy guy back again with another video, and today is another pickup video. Let's get closer to the camera here. Sorry, usually I do that before I start recording, but so yeah, another pickup video. Got some stuff off Whatnot and just some different things that I've picked up the past couple weeks. And I'll start with not the Whatnot stuff, not Whatnot, not Whatnot and Whatnot. Okay. I got starting with, I'm sorry, I didn't have any sort of intro planned or like talking part. I'm just jumping right into it. So basically, mostly Switch stuff, one PS4 game, two 3DS games. Been trying to jump more onto the 3DS stuff. I've been having some luck and not so much at the same time. This game I got for only $5. It's called Shifting World. I've heard about it, but I really don't know a whole lot about it. It's made by Axis, so that's kind of cool. I'm pretty sure it's just like a puzzle platforming game where you're trying to figure out how to get to the exit kind of thing, where you're shifting around the room that you're in and stuff like that. Just different levels. And then this one I got basically just out of desperation because I couldn't find a complete copy for a decent enough price that I was willing to pay. And this was only $30 at GameStop. And that is Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. Sorry, my finger's kind of covering up the label. Oh, wow. Focus is really bad. Don't focus on me. Focus on the game. There we go. Yeah, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. Yeah, to find a complete copy was $60 or more, and I was like, no, no, I'm good, because it's $40. It was $40 brand new, and I don't know, just paying an extra $50 just to get a case. I was like, no, I'll just pay $30. And there was a seller on Macari that had just the case by itself, and literally as soon as I bought that, it was gone. It wasn't sold. The listing was just gone. So I don't know if they sold it elsewhere and just took down the listing, or because it wasn't selling, they took it down. Don't know. But of course, as soon as I buy it, it's gone. So maybe if I find another copy cheap enough that's complete, I'll just buy it and then have that one to hold on to or something. But for PS4, this was at my local GameStop, and this originally was only the first printing of the game, I believe, that had the art book with it, and it's coming out for the Switch. I don't know if the Switch is going to have an art book. If it is, then I'll end up getting that version too. But this was only $25, so I just kind of went for it, and that is the 13 Sentinels on PS4, and has the slipcover and the art book, which other copies of the game don't have the art book. And I don't know if it was like a pre-order thing or if it was exclusive somewhere. I don't think so, but I'm pretty sure that only the first printing of the game has it. And then onto some Switch stuff. I don't know why that's there. We got... See, I can't remember if I already showed these in my last pickup video. I don't think I did, so I'm going to show them again. And if I did, sorry. Got Triangle Strategy. You know, Fire Emblem. I think I did talk about this game because now I'm having deja vu of explaining how the game plays. We got Galgun Double Piece because character development, right? That's what that game's for. We got Dodgeball Academia, or Academia, however you want to pronounce it. And I was looking at it, and it comes with this cool little art book right here. Got this cool little art book, and I was like flipping through it, looking at the character designs, which they all look really cool. It reminds me of the cartoon OKKO from Cartoon Network a little bit. I don't know if anybody else agrees, but that's what I think it looks like. But in the very back, in memory of Otto, the dog, his dog passed away. The developer's dog passed away, and that made me super sad. But I liked how they had a little tribute to him in the manual. I thought that was great. And then Kirby and the Forgotten Land. This game has been a blast. I'm on like the 4th world, I think, right now. The ice snow world. So most Kirby games are not long. So to have one that has at least a little bit of a challenge to it is nice. Because the last couple Kirby games, at least the ones I've played, they have been extremely easy, which that's kind of the point. Like, Kirby isn't supposed to be like a hardcore, like, crazy game. It's just supposed to be fun, and that's exactly what this is. It's super fun. I like all of the mouthful modes. They make every time something happens, it makes me laugh. I think my favorite one right now is either the fan Kirby, which is on the back of the cover here, either fan Kirby or the light bulb Kirby. I like him. And then also for pre-ordering it, I got little pins of Kirby, and I can't remember this little guy's name. It's like Elfian or Elfian. I can't remember what his name is, but there's that. And then onto the whatnot stuff. This I already opened one of the packages because I couldn't help it. I just wanted to see. And what's cool is a lot of the stuff I've been buying is from the seller Elements, and they sell mostly Japanese stuff. And I like getting Japanese stuff because you can get super cheap. And a lot of these games I got super cheap, and some of them are worth a lot more and are not so cheap. One of them in particular, which I'll get to in the unboxing part. But before, they used to list them as just like Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, Game 4. Now they've actually been putting the titles so I can say the full title, which some of them I already know what they are. Like this one is a Metabots game, but in Japan it's Metarot 2 Kabuto, whatever, such and such. But Metabots has always been super cool, and I think this was the one I have already bought. Cartridge only, but they had the complete in box one, and I got it for only a couple dollars more, so I was like, hell yeah, get the box and the manual. Definitely doing that. And then this game was really cool. I think I got the 3DS version of this. It's like it's almost like Custom Robo. It's like an action RPG, but you get to customize your own penguin, and it's called Penguin no Mondai Saikyo. Wait, I tested this out. I was playing it a little bit, as much as I could. I was playing whoever's file it was. But yeah, you have your own little penguin, and you customize him. You give him his armor and his weapon, whatever, and you're fighting another penguin. And it's great. The old penguins. And then I got Digimon Universe for 3DS. I didn't know that there were Digimon games on the 3DS. I don't think the US got any of them, so it was really cool to see something like this, and got it for only $10. So I think there's a way. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's a way to mod your 3DS to play Japanese games, because usually they're like, oh, it's region locked, so you can't play any Japanese games. But I think you can mod your 3DS to play Japanese games. And I'm pretty sure someone that I know told me, Mr. Barnacle. He usually comments on my videos. So, not his name isn't. He just goes by Barnacle, not Mr. Barnacle. But yeah. So without further ado, I'm gonna open some packages from Whatnot. I got 3 of them. So first one, just gonna do this envelope. Okay, I got a thank you. Okay, so yeah, this one I ended up getting because sometimes what I'll do, and what a lot of people will do, they'll get one game super cheap, so it like kind of covers for the shipping, because the shipping when you buy one game is $4, and then every additional game is only $1 shipping after that. So usually what people will do, they'll start off with a cheap game to get the shipping part out of the way, so you're only paying the $4. In this case it was $5 because I got this game for like $1 or something, and then you get the heavy hitters and you're only paying $1 shipping. Well, on one of their streams I did that, and I lost all the auctions on everything else I wanted. So I just got stuck with the one game, but that's okay. I ended up getting one of these on Super Famicom, and it was complete in box. This one is not, and it's for the Famicom, and that is Peach Boy Legend. And I didn't know what the name was of the character, but I guess his name is Peach Boy. And there he is, in all of his glory. And it's a RPG game, at least as far as I know, from seeing the screenshots and stuff like that. so there's that one out of the way. Oh, wait. No, I did have one more. Oh, yeah. Okay, I thought so. I was like, there's no way I only got one game. Okay, yeah. This one is another Famicom game. I've been trying to get into some of the Famicom stuff. Primarily exclusives, which I know Peach Boy, I'm pretty sure, is exclusive to Japan. I don't think this one is, though, because it kind of looks familiar. What is it called on here? Sorry, I'm having a moment. Yeah, Atlantis no Nazu. I just thought the cover art looked really cool. With all the different monsters and stuff on it, and then that guy looks like Pitfall Harry on there. Yeah, I don't know if we got this one. Maybe it is Pitfall in Japan, or in US, and in Japan it's just called Atlantis. I don't think so, but I don't know. I just thought the cover art looked really cool. And I ended up getting, for my NES, I ended up getting a Famicom adapter so I could play Famicom stuff. So now I'll have some games to use that on. And I think I got one other Famicom game that's in one of these boxes. And it's actually a pretty cool one, like a well-known character, well-known franchise. So we're going to do the white box first. So that was what was on top. Got that. Alright, how many games did I get in this one? I got 5 games. Alright. Ah, it was right on top. Cool. Okay, so this is the other Famicom game. And I'm pretty sure the NES version of this is really expensive, so it was cool to get this for only a couple bucks. Let me see what was on here. Yeah, $4. Yeah. Bomberman. I thought that was really, really cool. And I like the art that they have for it. Definitely is not what Bomberman looks like now. But that's kind of cool. He's like a mech looking guy. I thought that was cool. But yeah, for only $4. This, I think I paid a little too much for, not gonna lie. But that's okay. I just thought it was a cool thing, and I know we got one in the US, but I've never really seen one in person. But it's one of the little things for Wii U, Wii Fit. The same thing that they used for Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the little Pokewalker, but it's a one for your fitness, and I got it for $3. So I was like, heck yeah. I thought that was a neat little thing. Probably a waste, but you know, it was fine. It was only a couple bucks. Let's see. Got some PS1. PS1 stuff is always good. Yes, okay, this is the one. This was the heavy hitter one. I'm gonna save that game for last, but this other one that's with it was cool too. The US version of this is super expensive, and it'll be cool. Sometimes I like getting the Japanese versions. Not only because they're cheaper, and everybody's like, well, you can't play it, you can't read Japanese, but it's still cool to be able to see the graphics, because I don't know if I'll ever get to buy the actual versions of the game for my own region, so it's nice to get them for a fraction of the price and just still be able to appreciate it, pop it in the system, and just kind of like, you know, walk around, do whatever, and like look at how cool the graphics are, and still try to play the game. That is Harvest Moon on the PlayStation. I don't know. I just like the characters, and I've seen gameplay of it. I love the early 3D graphics so much. I love it in everything. Nintendo 64, PlayStation, even like Sega Saturn stuff, like the really early 3D models and stuff. I love all that kind of stuff. So there's Harvest Moon. And then we got... Okay, so this one only had 3 games. This... I got not only because my 3DS kick, but also because I've actually watched this anime before, and I didn't know it had a game, and the game was only in Japan. Oh, it even has like a cool little, it's basically a Pog. It looks like a Pog. And that is Monster Striker. Pretty sure that's what it's called, right? Yeah, Monster Strike. For 3DS. And there's a little thing with it. Thought that was cool. But yeah, I used to have this app on my phone that just had all this different anime on it. Um, it basically was Kiss Anime, but it wasn't. It like had a different name to it. Um, but it would just show like whatever was new airing. It would just have like a page for it. And this is one of the first ones that popped up, and I was like, "Oh, that looks up my alley. It looks like Pokemon, Bakugan, like any of those monster fighting uh, RPG looking games." So yeah, I thought that was really awesome. I will enjoy that a lot. And that was only $4, so can't really complain. And then this one, this game is expensive, and I got it for $17. It is lightly scratched, it says in the description. Yeah, it is pretty scratched. Won't lie. It's a little scratched, but it should still play, I would think. And I'm trying to make sure I don't butcher the name because I know I'm going to, but I remember seeing it at a game store. It's closed down now, and they're supposed to reopen. It closed down like right when COVID happened, and they're supposed to reopen. It's called Stone Age Gamer, which they make like EverDrives and all that stuff, but they had like an actual game store for retro games, and they had this one there, and I was just like, what is this? Like, this looks really cool. I've never seen anything like it before. And it was like $100, something like that, and it's based off of an anime. And the only thing I could think of was one of the characters looked like Waluigi, which I'm sure you'll know who I'm talking about when I show it. But it is called Boken series Boken Detsio. I think that Detsio is how you pronounce it. But yeah, he looks like Waluigi. I couldn't believe this was on there. I was just like, what? It looks... I've never played the game before. I just knew what that cover was. And I was like, I remember seeing that game. I remember this game and how expensive it was. And I did like a quick search before the auction ended. I was like looking it up just to be sure it was the right one. And sure enough, it's not quite $100, but it was way more than $17. At least what people were selling it for. It just looks like an arcadey, like shoot 'em up type, which is probably why it's expensive. Shoot 'em ups on any console are usually pretty pricey. But yeah, I'm super excited. I just like the art style and everything. Hopefully I can find the anime, because that'd be kind of cool to watch. I really don't know what it's about, but to see this on there was just, it blew me away. I was like, no way, I've never thought I would ever see that ever. So I was happy with that. So there is that box. And then on to the very last box and the very biggest box. Which isn't that big, but it's the biggest out of the three that I had. This video is 18 minutes. That's not too bad. It's probably going to end up being almost 30 like it always is, but that's okay. All right. Okay, yeah, another Famicom game. See, like, the Famicom ones always run really cheap, so I always start off with getting it, because a lot of them they run at the beginning of the stream. And this is Argus, right? Yeah, Argus. Yeah. Gonna have to assume it's a shoot 'em up game because it's got a spaceship on it, so. Which some of the Famicom ones are not very expensive. When I was just saying shoot 'em ups on any console are expensive, but that's not always exactly true. But if it's like PlayStation, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, like any of those, usually they are. This I got mainly because of the series that it's representing, and I've never seen it before. I don't think the US got this game. But it's really cool. I like this series a lot, and I know my friend Max really likes it a lot, so I'm sure he might want to hunt down a copy of this for himself. And I don't think it's yeah, it is a fighting game, but it's still, like, the play style from the screenshots, it still looks like the RPG game, not a traditional fighting game. But that is Tales of Versus. and it's got all the different characters from all the Tales games in it. There's the character from Tales of Fantasia, it looks like. There's, is that, yeah, Tales of Vesperia, the two characters from Tales of Vesperia. Of course, you got Lloyd in there, Colette, which I forgot her name in that last video I did with the figurines. I could not believe I forgot her name. Colette's in there, and there's Kratos, or Kratos, however you want to pronounce it. All the different characters from the Tales series. I think that's so cool. I love the Tales series, and this is... I won't be able to read it if it's an RPG, but if you could just do fights and just pick your characters, I'm down for that. Just pop this in for like an hour and just mess around and play as different characters. And then, okay, yeah, these are the last ones. These are PlayStation. And, oh yeah, I got a Sega Saturn game too, I forgot. So this one I got because I really like this series, the designs at least. And just the concept of it. It's like Mario Party, but it's an RPG. And they've had so many other installment, I couldn't think of the word, so many other installments of this game, but the only two that we got in the US that I'm aware of are on the Wii and the PS2, and this is for the PS1. But that is another Dokapon Kingdom game. I think I already got one before, also on PS1. No, it was PS2. I know I got another Japanese one. I'm pretty sure it was PS2. But this one is on PS1. And there is one on GameCube, and I lost the auction on that. I lost the bid on that one, and I really, really wanted that one because I love the GameCube. But this one's still really cool. I just... early 90s anime, RPG, just like, it's all of it is just great. It's the best. And I really like the it's just a picture of houses, but it's like claymation. Claymation is like the coolest thing ever. I love it. It's so cool. Even you can kind of see like what the I mean, that's the endgame graphics, but like the 3D models for probably cutscenes. I love it. I can't get enough of that stuff. And then this game, this is the last game. It was a game I remember Pete Dorr talking about a long, long time ago when there was a video talking about Sega Saturn games that you need to play, or that he picked up. It was because he's done one of ones that you need to, that he recommends, and then like one of like different pickups, because he actually went to Japan and picked up a bunch of Sega Saturn stuff, and it was way before I even could fathom buying a Sega Saturn. But now I do have a Sega Saturn, and sorry, maybe it was only one disc, because it looks like it's missing a disc. Okay, no, it is complete, so it is only supposed to have one disc. Sorry, I'm having like my zone out moment. But I was really excited to see this one because I never would have thought I would see this, which I could have looked it up on eBay, but it was just kind of like an in the moment kind of thing. And I don't know if we ever got this in the US. I think we might have. But that is, sorry, I'm trying not to butcher. Riglord Saga. I think it's how you pronounce that. Pretty sure. Riglord Saga. But again, the early 90s anime, 3D, polygonal looking, it's my favorite. I love it. I think in here they even spelled it wrong too. Yeah, it's supposed to be Riglord, but they spelled it on here Riglerd with an I. Riglerd. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we did get this in the US. I'm pretty positive, but if not, I got a cool RPG for the Sega Saturn, and I do have the action replay, so I can play Japanese games and everything on it. So yeah, and that concludes another pickup video. Oh, one last thing. It's not a game, but it's game related, and I really like it. I got the little Sonic figure for the Sonic movie. He's got his little snowboard. It reminded me of Sonic Adventure 2, so I was like, yeah, I want that. That's so cool. I couldn't help. It was only $10, so. But yeah, that concludes another pickup video. So if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell me about all the things that I said were wrong, all the titles that I screwed up, all the information that I screwed up, because I'm sure most of it was 90% wrong, because I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. But I just like collecting games. I like playing them. I like displaying them, showing them to my friends, and them showing me stuff. It's all fun. So until the next one, see ya.